Matchup number 6 in our greatest Jamaican female sprinter of all time Tournament of Champions sees one of the island's best ever over one lap off the track, Sandy Richards, fronting up against fellow black, green, and gold 400-meter great Lorraine Graham-Fenton, who overcame former junior star Simone Facey in round 1. Sandy Richards, who would go on to set the Jamaican U20 record in the 400 meters, which stands to this day, gave the world a preview of what was to come by winning the nation's first ever medal at the World Junior Championships at the inaugural edition in 1986. A strong, rugged runner, she was perfectly constituted to handle the roughhousing that is so often a feature of indoor circuit racing. Proof positive? Her 2 world indoor titles, the first of which was earned in sub-51 second time in 1993, as she bested the likes of American Gerald Miles Clark, who'd later go on to claim the world champ's gold outdoors just 5 months later. In a glowing testament to her longevity, the Clarendon College past student reclaimed the crown 8 years later in Lisbon. In between, she bagged silvers in both 1995 and 97, meaning that the only time she missed the podium in an individual event at World Indoors from 1993 to 2001 was 1999, when she finished 5th in a stacked field in Maebashi, Japan. In 1997, the University of Texas graduate matched the silver she'd won at World Indoors at its outdoor counterpart staged in Athens, edged out by 0.02 of a second by Australian great Cathy Freeman. This was an improvement by a single place on her 3rd place finish 4 years earlier in Stuttgart, and saw her soar 6 spots from the 8th she'd registered in Gothenburg in 1995. At the Olympics, she had the misfortune of competing in 2 of the fastest finals ever witnessed at the Games at Barcelona 92 and Atlanta 96, where she was 7th on each occasion as 5 and 6 women respectively broke the then extremely imposing 50-second barrier. Lining up next to Sandy Richards is Lorraine Graham-Fenton, who, it can be reasonably argued, hit the loftiest heights ever attained and sustained by a Jamaican female quarter-miler after succeeding the former on the local one-lap throne. In contrast to her compatriot Richards, Graham-Fenton, the Manchester High School alum, was at her brilliant best outdoors, with an Olympic silver won at Sydney 2000 standing out as the most opulent jewel in her medal-studded crown. At the Edmonton World Championships a year later, she underlined the fact that her Olympic podium finish was far from a fluke by claiming another silver as gold escaped her grasp by a mere 0.02 of a second. Silver was also the identity of the Lincoln University Graduates Medal at the following edition of the event in 2003. On that occasion, she produced an impressive 49.43 performance in Paris, but just happened to run into a buzzsaw on the day, in the form of powerful Mexican Ana Guevara and her magnificent lifetime best 48.89. It was, though, 4 years earlier that the former national record holder's magical medal run had begun, courtesy of a bronze behind Cathy Freeman and Germany's Anja Rucker in Seville. So, there you have it. It's Richards versus Fenton Graham for a place in the final 10 of our greatest Jamaican female sprinter of all time, Tournament of Champions. Who are you riding with in this one? Let me know in the comments section. Until next time, peeps. Godspeed.